Students, this is a planetary motion. Planets, including Earth, revolve around Sun with a uniform speed. So, this can be given as an example of uniform motion because they cover equal distance in equal interval of time. Whereas, when we are driving or we are in the car or any other vehicle, these vehicles are moving with a non-uniform motion. Why non-uniform motion? Because in a given interval of time, they cover unequal distances. So, in short, their speed goes on changing. And since their velocity or speed goes on changing, this is considered as a non-uniform motion. So, while continuing with our lesson motion, what we are going to concentrate today is on a graphical representation of a motion. Before learning about graphical representation of motion, the first thing that we must ask to ourselves is, why do we need graph? The answer to this question is, graphs provide a convenient method to present basic information about variety of events. I repeat, graphs provide a convenient method to present basic information about variety of events. So, graphs provide us with basic information about variety of events during course of motion. In other words, graph is one of the method to understand various types of motion in more meaningful way. For example, in the telecast of one-day cricket matches, vertical bar graphs show the run rate of a team in each over. So, we get a better understanding of the match. So, these bar graphs or line graphs provide us with some understanding related to the event that is going on. Now, while learning about motion, we can use line graph because that provides a clear picture of how motion is going on. So, generally, while describing a motion, we use line graphs. So, let us see an example of distance time graph. The change in the position of an object with time can be represented by a distance time graph. So this is a graph that is shown over here. Here on y-axis there is a distance, while on x-axis there is time. Time is in minutes and distance is in kilometers. We can use distance time graph to determine the speed of the object. And how to determine speed of the object from the graph? Suppose you take any 2 points on a distance line, for example S2 and S1, and across it we take time t2 and t1, and if we take ratio of it, then we can find speed. Let us learn about this in more detailed way. The speed v of the object therefore can be represented by the formula v is equal to S2 minus S1 upon T2 minus T1. Where is S2? S2 is over here. And where is S1? S1 is over here. T2 is over here and T1 is over here. So what we have to do here? We have to subtract S1 from S2 and T1 from T2, and then we will get velocity. If we observe this graph carefully, we will notice that this line graph is a straight line. Now, this straight line represents that speed is not changing because distance against time graph is a straight line. So, speed is not changing. Or in other words, we can say speed is remaining constant in this case. However, motion is not always the same. It is not always the same like in earlier case. In earlier case, speed was unchanged or it was not changing with respect to time. Sometime it changes with respect to time. So following table shows a distance traveled by a car in a time interval of 2 seconds. Here there is a time given and over here there is a distance in meters. Let's see the graph in this case. So here there is a graph. On y-axis there is distance and on x-axis there is time. You will notice that we had seen a graph of distance against time in earlier case also, but there it was a straight line. Here it is a curved line. Why curved line? Because here distance is not being covered in same amount, in same quantity in given interval of time. It is changing. So this is not a uniform motion. It is otherwise. It is a non-uniform motion. Let me show you the earlier case. This is the earlier case. Here it was a straight line, whereas here it is a curved line. So this is a uniform motion, whereas this one is a non-uniform motion. Let us see a graphical representation for velocity against time. The variation in velocity with time for any moving object in a straight line can be represented by velocity time graph. If object moves at uniform velocity, the height of its velocity time graph will not change with time. So this is a velocity against time graph. And since this is a uniform motion, you will observe that velocity against time is a straight line. So in case of uniform motion, velocity against time line graph is a straight horizontal line. There are few points that we must know while studying about velocity time graph in case of uniform motion. First point is, we know that product of velocity and time gives displacement of an object moving with uniform velocity. So what is displacement in case of uniform motion? It can be given as product of velocity and time. Okay, why? Because velocity is displacement upon time. So displacement will be what? Velocity into time. Second point is the area enclosed by velocity time graph and the time axis will be equal to magnitude of displacement. So if we find out the area of a velocity time graph, you will find that it gives you a magnitude of displacement. Now we will see how to calculate displacement with the help of velocity time graph. So distance s moved by car in time t2 minus t1 can be expressed as s is equal to ac into cd. In graph, here there is ac and here there is cd. So basically this is a rectangle, so you have to simply multiply length into breadth, where length here in this case is cd and breadth is AC. So multiply two quantities and you will get area of rectangle ABDC. So this will give you a distance moved by the car. In today's assignment, there are three questions, in which first one is, what is the nature of a distance time graphs for uniform and non-uniform motion of an object? I repeat, what is the nature of a distance time graph for uniform and non-uniform motion of an object? Second question is, what can you say about the motion of an object whose distance time graph is a straight line parallel to the time axis? And last question is, what can you say about motion of an object if its velocity time graph is a straight line parallel to time axis? So note that second and third question are different. In second question there is distance time graph, and in third question there is velocity time graph. So that was all for today. Students, if you have any doubts, you can ask me anytime. Okay, so see you in next video. Until then, take care. Bye bye.